Alright, they laid down all the tile here finally. All the tiles that I moved over here they've been concreted into place. They even wrote my name in the concrete. Hopefully that stays for a while. Yeah, it's a really hot day today. It is sweltering. We got ice water for the first time, so thank God for that. You kind of just drink it out of the bowl. Finally, I've been dying for some. Well, look at that. The pool is just about finished. They're just putting the last pieces in there. I think this isn't the final step. I think there's more to do. But yeah, they did a good job of it. This whole thing went up in 2 days. Sun's just setting in the horizon. Yeah, it was a pretty lazy day today. I didn't really do anything. I'll probably just lump today in with tomorrow. Oh yeah, I learned today that there's actually like 5 different kinds of jackfruit, and some are more round, and some are bigger, and some are smaller, some are ovals. I thought there was just one jackfruit. That was interesting. Alright, there's a storm incoming, so we are battening down the hatches. But in this case, the hatches are tarps. And we just put a tarp over all of this and hope, oh yeah, it's very windy, hope that it doesn't get wet. We already did this side. Yeah, the storm is about to hit. Alright, we're gonna put up a tarp there. Alright, I guess putting the tarp up meant getting up on the roof too. So, you know, always fun to do. This place definitely should not be supporting the weight of somebody as heavy as me, but we made it work. Alright, we've got ourselves a lovely little garbage fire. A Laotian staple, as they say, but popular in Vietnam too. I don't really know why they didn't just, like, recycle it or something, but I guess to each their own. I guess it's mostly just paper. Oh, no, that is plastic. Okay, I'm gonna back away from the smoke now. Alright, right now I am grading second graders' English tests. I guess as a resident English-speaking volunteer, I have been given this role. Yeah, you never really know what a day in rural Vietnam is gonna bring you. Let's see how this guy did. Hi, I am Bill. Yep, that's correct. Fine, thank you. How are you? I am fine, thank you. Yep. I am Bill. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Goodbye, Mrs. Long. I am fine, thank you. Yep. How are you, Bill? Hi, Lucy. How are you? Hello. I am Ben, but with a double N. We'll count it. Yeah, I guess this kid has a sentence structure down pat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This whole operation looks sketchy as fuck, but apparently this is what they bring out when they are drilling a new well. And they need a new well to supply the pool with water when they want to fill it, because I guess their current well doesn't have enough capacity. So they're drilling a well right here. It's yeah, they have to tap it pretty deep to reach the groundwater here, because it's pretty dry at the surface level. Suck a pillow, suck a pillow. I don't know why. I guess the French really like to suck pillows. Suck a pillow. Suck a pillow. Suck a pillow. All right, the storm has begun in earnest now. It's finally starting to really come down. All right, I think it's finally time I filmed the cooking that happens here. So, usually it starts with oil. They have this like propane tank powered camping stove thing. And I guess today we're making tofu. They always cook with chopsticks, wooden chopsticks always. And they'll, you know, toss the tofu in. And they always mix a little bit of fish sauce in with their oil when they're making tofu. And they just kind of like slightly fry the tofu in fish sauce and oil. And then flip it. And if she adds more stuff, I'll film that too. Okay, we got the tofu frying over here. Next up is some pre-packaged fish cakes, which we'll split in half with what is essentially a small handheld machete. It's not really what we would think of as a knife. And I guess those are going to go in the same frying oil as the tofu just after they finish doing. Oh yeah, I feel like I should mention, I really appreciate the efficiency of doing all your cooking with one utensil. They have sometimes spoons, but pretty much all they use for chopping, cutting, slicing, frying, moving, eating is 2 thin wooden sticks. And that is very efficient, not only because you only have to wash one thing, but also because the thing you're washing can be like deep cleaned in about 10 seconds. It is very, very easy to clean chopsticks. And you just have like a bunch of chopsticks and that's all you need. So I appreciate the efficiency that's at play here. Alright, the fish cakes are finished, and next thing to go in is actual fish. I think they caught this in the pond. That's pretty cool. All the fish in this country is chock full of bones. So that's also being fried up in fish sauce. That's kind of like that's kind of like cooking a lamb in its mother's milk, but you know what? It's tasty, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, the fish are done. They took a lot longer to fry than the tofu and the fish cakes. That was maybe 25 minutes, so 12 and a half minutes per side. I guess next is this packaged sausage on a bamboo stick thing. All the food gets put on top of the fridge over here. Very nice, maybe 60s era fridge. Kind of Indiana Jones, lead-lined. That's what the completed fried fish looks like. Okay, we just finished boiling these things. We've had them before. It's, I don't know, they translate it to jicama. I think more accurate would be like a local variety of yam, or like Nigerian yam maybe. That's probably what it's the most like. It's very starchy. It's not very flavorful. It's pretty bad. It's good if you have it with a bite of something salty, but on its own, it's just kind of like even blander than a potato, if that's possible. At least a potato's got a little something to it. This is just the most pure form of starch that you can have. Okay, now we're frying some pork, again in fish sauce. If there's any meat ever at a meal, and there almost always is, there's pork as one of the options. Pork is the staple here. And in this pot, we're boiling up the tofu so it softens a little bit with some tomato and oil. That stuff's really good. Alright, and that's dinner. Now I gotta take it back up to the volunteers' house. Oh yeah, there'll probably be some rice too. But this is a pretty common spread, I would say, with the exception of this stuff, which is I've only had once before. But everything else here it'll show up pretty often at dinners and at lunches. Alright, and that's dinner served. We've got another Belgian joining us tonight for another week. Basically the same thing.